This is my third take at starting the recording because the first time I left my stream starting soon screen on, and the second time I accidentally turned myself, well, I turned the stream offline, but this time we're good, I think. No stream, we're just gonna talk about Katamari and Men in Black, and then I'm gonna leave, that's it. So I guess all you missed me off stream was pulling my Masterwork Curse Cure out of the cauldron. So I have all of my competition potions squared away. I also pulled out the I was gonna say strawberry potion? No, the health potion out of the aging barrel. I mean, I guess maybe it's strawberry flavored. I don't know. It's red. It's cherry. Was I streaming well offline? Maybe. I was talking to myself and wondering. The chat was saying, like, Morri, where did you go? And I thought, did I mute myself? And I was looking at my mic and I was looking at OBS going, well, it says it's getting audio. And then I realized, oh, I'm not actually streaming. It's been a day. Oh, you have the smug emote now, Spooter. It is yours. Do with it what you will. So, gosh, my stress is at 0. I wonder, should I just, like, brew stuff to sell anyway, since I have my cauldrons free? I mean, I don't really know what I would make, because we've gotten everything squared away for the competition, so I don't really have to worry too much. Maybe I could make another curse cure just for adventuring purposes? I don't know. Maybe I should just make, like, I don't know, a fancy cure of some kind. Gosh, what did I need to get through the final area? You needed powerful stuff of several different types of potions, but let's have a look at poison cure because I want to see how cool the bottles get. That is my whole impetus behind it. I just want to see how cool the bottle gets. A, C, and D. Let's see. There's always other stuff in here that I don't need, but that's fine. A lot of Magimins. Nothing is just A, C, and D, is it? No. You know what? Let's put that in there just for the Magimin count. Beautiful, wonderful, great. Okay, and then I'll just put some A in. I'm also glad that I've made Smug available to followers. I, again, keep meaning to add more emotes, and then I don't, and I'm disappointed in myself. But I did remember to make that one available to everyone, because I think it's the best one. It's a little self-aggrandizing, making myself the emote, but I guess that's... I'm like my brand, so... Could do better. Could be better. There we go. Superior. Okay, let me see. C and D. Do I have a good C and D combo? That's got E in it, though. I don't want E. I still got E. I mean, it can have E. It won't be ruinous. Okay, and then I can just throw, like, a little more red in. A little more A. Well, it'll be masterwork. If I squeeze in one more, I'll get 6 bottles. Very nice. Balance of Magimins is stable. Perfect. Let's throw in some kindling. Here you go, Combustifer. I really want to call him Calcifer, which I shouldn't do that. That's copyrighted. Let's make this cool poison cure. And then maybe I can age some of my competition potions too. Just so they're even more potent. Let me see. Where's the good stuff? Here's the good stuff. Masterwork Radiation Tonic. Oh, that's all I can fit. Okay. I'll age those. Maybe I'll wait till that barrel's free again. My competition potions are going to be so strong I wouldn't even have to haggle. Although the haggling is kind of fun, though. Let me save here, and then we're going to go to the next day. Maven, you mean May and or Robin, is gonna flip. I want to know what Robin's deal is. Like, Maven's got to be the lizard, right? Like, something is up with that lizard. You will take... Oh, hang on. Well, he isn't making it easy for us. That's right, I have dialogue to read. You will take cartoon me over any of the hundreds of photographed default Twitch emoticons that have no emotion to them. I just find they're hard to parse, personally. I like cartoony faces. They're easier to see the emotion in, especially for Twitch emotes. You know, when they're tiny. Okay, what do we got? Crash and burn. The Dragonfire Festival was a debacle. Bagel. Eris, Rosalie, and her ilk are lying low, while creatives are raking in money with derisive reenactments. Too soon? Oh, that's right. Crater is doing a thing, and we got Potionomics. This seaborne holiday has been catching on with landlubbers who appreciate its uniquely chaotic combination of gift-giving, petty thievery, and sacrificial offerings. Oh, increased value for cures. Haggle customers start with a debuff and an increase in customers. I want to sell some potions to cats. Maven wants the flower to turn herself back into herself. Robin remains the lizard. Good. I guess... because my potions aren't done yet. I think my slimes might be done. And then I can just, like, go out and hang out with people. I guess I'll propagate some more of these, the mana. Specifically since they seem to be good gifts. Like, they're pretty potent. So I will just spread these around. I don't know if people actually like them more than, like, I don't know, the regular stuff I've been giving them, but it seemed to have been working well, so why not? Okay, good enough. Turning into a lizard doesn't sound like something you'd want to cure. Maybe it depends on what kind of lizard and, like, what you're expected to do as a lizard. You know, if you're just, like, chilling on a rock somewhere, then that's fine. But if you had to be carted around on Robin's shoulder all the time, I don't know if I'd be up for that. Lizard is a disease that has no cure and needs no cure. Simply be lizard. Okay, let's travel. And let's visit everybody and be friends. I need to give Baptiste gifts in particular because I can hit rank 10 with him. What did I get? Mana Maelstrom. A significant concentration of raw mana and good source of Badgerman A. Gotta get your vitamins and Sinfandel. God, I love these wacky grape varieties. If they're not making wine out of them in universe, then why bother? Witch Bramble Vine. Okay. I'll get a couple of those. Nuclear Shadow. All that remains of those who were atomized in the greatest magical calamity on record. Yeah, your people can handle that, right? Oh, it's so much money, but let's do that and then hope we get the rare ingredient. Oh, 5,000, 5,000. We have already invested so much in Baptiste, and I, for one, am glad we did. Would he like this pure mana? Like, it's pretty strong. And it has good traits. It smells good. What does mana smell like? Oh, we can rank up. That's it. As a matter of fact, I have news. Oh boy, I can't wait to hear his news. Have you've solved your pay problem? Sylvia, it was so kind of you to donate those potions. I'm including them as prizes as part of a new Hero of the Month program. And if that goes over well, I'll be buying more from you for future months. I guess it pays to be generous. Well, it certainly got me thinking about how nice it would be to have that sort of control over my own business dealings. You didn't have to ask anyone's permission to make a donation. You didn't have to justify your decision to your stakeholders. Well, I did get some dirty looks from the owl. But hey, A Hero of the Month program sounds like a good way to boost morale. Oh, that's the barest tip of the iceberg. I'm making some changes around here. Big ones. You see, I realized something. In all our discussions of how we might make this organization better for the heroes, I was towing the company line. Even when my heart was with the heroes, my head was caught up in a certain way of thinking. An old way of thinking. It's the old ways that are broken. We need new ideas, new paradigms. Hence the big changes you mentioned. That's right. And those big changes start with the dissolution of the guild. Dissolution? You heard me. Effective immediately. The Heroes Guild is no more. And in its place shall rise the Heroes Guild. I just realized that it's probably confusing without seeing it spelled out, but there's an apostrophe now. Still confusing. At its heart, it's a simple idea. Rafta's Heroes Guild has always been part of the larger organization, a franchise beholden to the main chapter back home. But this particular chapter is a risky venture by modern standards. The guilds of the mainland are a well-oiled mechanism. Out here, everything is less predictable and more dangerous. So my family feels they've put much more into Rafta's guild than they've gotten out of it. They've gone so far as to call it a money pit. So I offered to take it off their hands. So now you're in charge? Yes, and no. I'm writing a new charter, one that will transform our little clubhouse into a non-profit operation. The value that the heroes generate will be funneled directly back into the organization and into their own pockets. As for the question of who's in charge, if I've learned anything in recent days, it's the limits of my own perspective. We'll be holding elections soon to determine who will join me on a leadership council. By electing and empowering representatives from their own ranks and establishing a system of checks and balances, the heroes can rest assured that my own personal blind spots won't become systemic blind spots capable of impeding the organization as a whole. Wow! It actually sounds like you did it. You solved all the guild's problems. Well, not all our problems. My chambers are still drafty, and the lack of natural light in the morning is just abysmal. Still, I'm surprised your family agreed to this. Even if the guild isn't as lucrative as they hoped, it's obviously generating revenue. And as unique as Rafta is, there's potential for this chapter to be massively profitable down the line. The truth is, they didn't just hand it over. They are business folk after all. But I was able to convince them that the guild's prospective earnings were somewhat less than the value of my inheritance. So I'm officially out of the will, and my monthly stipend is a thing of the past. You mean you're broke now? For the time being. But I still think I came out ahead in this negotiation. This guild is going places, Sylvia, and I and my heroes now stand to benefit directly from the hard work we put into it. Plus, my mother still intends to send regular care packages, so my hair care regimen, at least, will not suffer in the meantime. I feel good about this, Sylvia. It's the start of a whole new way of doing things. A heroes guild that is for the heroes and by the heroes. Hence the apostrophe. Exactly. You see, it's not just a flashy change. But that's enough shop talk, surely. Come, let's make the most of our time. I'm so proud, Baptiste. Oh my gosh, you called it! Bagtree has called that he told his parents to step off, and he's a communist now. I can't believe the Heroes Guild unionized. We have one at Baptiste. Baptiste leads Sylvia down to the water, where they once again have a view of the Kraken skull. He considers it quietly, thoughtfully, as if it were artwork in a museum. Artwork he was sure held some obscure, secret significance. Ah, that skull does loom large, doesn't it? As monuments go, it's a little morbid. But it's a good reminder of where we've been, and of what awaits us at the end. I'm happy that, between those points, our two paths converged. Your friendship has been a guiding light in my life of late. Truly, I had been stumbling in the dark. You helped me make sense of my new surroundings, and you helped me refine my purpose. You helped me too. It's good of you to say so, and I trust our partnership shall continue to thrive in the years to come. You know, now that I think about it, you're quite fearless, Sylvia. Cool under pressure, and honorable too. The Heroes Guild could use a recruit like you. You must be joking. You know me well, and I'm glad that you do. Thanks ever so much for being that rarest of creatures, a true friend. Aw, we get to hug? That's adorable. And we get some cute art too. Raise interest by 10, remove all customer buffs. I'm so glad we won it, Baptiste. And you introduced me to box wine. You have reached the max relationship with Baptiste. Hooray. Dang, I'm really sad now that I haven't added a toot emote yet. The guild is better than ever thanks to you. I'm so glad. The card art implies he's wearing high waters? Oh, what? No, I didn't look. Now I gotta look next time. I can't check where I'm at. Where? So wait, if we rank 10 with someone and we're not, like, dating them, does that mean we get a hug? Do we get to hug Muktuk? Because I want that. I need that. Okay, I guess I'll give Sid a nice gift too. My like really good mana is still cooking, so I'll give you the cheaper stuff. Well, hello, Coffee Kita, if I'm saying your name right. Thank you for the raid. I hope you were having a lovely evening, and you're all raring to go for some Potionomics. Also, your emotes are so cute. Oh my gosh. Are you a VTuber, perchance? Because it's a very cute model. Nice day for a shopping spree, isn't it? I don't really need anything, but maybe I'll see something I can't resist. Sid leads the way into the crowded marketplace, a skip in her step and a smile on her face. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Do I seem a little manic? I probably do. You've got to understand. Back home, I never get to do stuff like this. I couldn't leave my house without being mobbed by fans and photogs. Forget about a shopping trip. There'd have been a riot. I feel ridiculous complaining about it. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but it's a lot sometimes. I'm glad I decided to go incognito while in Rafta. I mean, this might not be that unusual, considering the eclectic sorts we've seen, but is this the flirty option, though? I shouldn't pick the flirty option now. We know what happens. Blue hair and facial piercings? That's an interesting spin on incognito. Hey, what can I say? I'm an original. It's not like I want to fade into the background. I just want a little distance between myself and my brand, I guess. My professional image is cookie-cutter clean. But out here, well, my stylist isn't around to tell me what not to wear. Do you think Sylvia could use some fashion guidance? Oh my gosh, a Kelpie VTuber, that's such a cute concept. I need to go check out your streams of this too. I assume by playing a bit yourself, you also mean Potionomics? What have you been thinking? Yeah, you're friends with a walrus and a cat, Sylvia, and you know an owl. I could use some fashion guidance. Got any tips? Or hand-me-downs? When it comes to fashion, the only tip anybody needs is to wear what they like. Take it from me. There are some things a person should get to decide for herself. back home, it wasn't just my clothes or hair that were out of my control. Before this little sabbatical, my record label had final say over what I ate, where I went, who I spent time with. I'm telling you, Sylvia, they micromanaged my whole life, all in an effort to maximize my appeal to the widest possible audience. It's nice to get a break from all that, to explore my own style, and write your own music. Yes, exactly that. It's sort of all related, isn't it? Choosing your own look, the face you present to the world, and singing your own words you believe. It's all self-expression. Find your rhythm and people will hear what you're really trying to say. Ooh, all cards played cost 1 patience less next turn. Now, does this, A, this art, again, like all the card art, is very cute. I love the colors, but B, does this mean I could potentially make something cost 0? A mimic metronome. Everything is mimics. Are we sure Oswald isn't a mimic? There's a tip I can tap my foot to. I hope you'll be swaying along to my original composition soon. So, the writing's going well? Yeah. I've gotten to the part in the story where our hero needs to lean on someone else. I could introduce an animal helper, or have our hero enlist the aid of a great magician. Which trope do you like best? Ooh. I mean, I feel like we have to pick animal helper, and who doesn't like a cute animal companion? I'm gonna pick animal helper, just because I feel like if I don't, Oswald is just going to psychically give me the stink eye. Animal helper, because adding an animal makes every story better. I had you pegged as an animal lover all along. You want it? You got it. As for me, I think I want footwear. Did you see? There's a whole booth over there just for shoes. I saw a pair of boots with some pretty severe spikes. I think they might suit you. But you should be the judge of that. You've got me figured out pretty well, haven't you? Come on, let's both try on a pair. Oh my god, shoes. Let's get some shoes, Sylvia. Anybody remember that old chestnut? Many people use Sid's cards with a couple others to create an infinite turn. Oh. I wonder if it uses rhythm plus... What's the one I've been using recently? I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it's the one that every time you... Chorus? It's the one where every time you play it, you get... Or the patience... No, not the patience. The interest goes up. Boy. Sid's gonna get what she wants. Oh my god, shoes. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. Okay, I'm not gonna recite the whole thing, but how old is that video? I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I really don't want to know. Do you have a YouTube channel? But I should ask, how do you prefer to be called? Copy? Kita? I want to make sure I get it right. But if you have a YouTube channel with past recordings on, I could check it out. I'll have a good night. I don't want to have another day where I'm tripping over all my words. Good gravy. Oyasumi nasai. Anyway, Muktuk gets the good mana because he's Muktuk, and I want to hug Muktuk. No, we can't rank up yet. Oh, Muktuk, please. I really wish I could upgrade stuff when it's not presently in use, because I'm thinking, oh, I can upgrade my aging barrels, but I can't because I'm using them. I could buy some aging barrels, or maybe get some more shells. Ooh, fancy. 35% price increase. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's do it. Beautiful. I could hang out with him to get a little extra friendship towards leveling out. Leveling up. Ugh, jeez. Yeah, Muktuk, come and upgrade stuff at our shop, please. Do you do house calls? No. I'm gonna get hooked on his music. It's so good. I could still give this stuff away. I mean, I can just propagate more. That's cool, right? Mint deserves it. Oh, can't hang out with her yet, though. Weh. I guess I should try and get Roxanne to 10 as well, since I guess Sylvia's dating her. You somehow know what video I'm talking about, despite not knowing a single line or I've ever watched it? How? That's impressive, really. There's just something about the delivery. I really want to give her the Sinfandel, actually. Would she like it? It's fruit, though. I think, like, Mana's okay, because, you know, everybody likes Mana, but fruit. Anyway, something about the delivery in that video is just stuck with me. Can't rank up with Roxanne yet, either. Ugh. Suffering. 2006 or 7. Oh. That was only, like, 2 years ago, right? I don't want to know. I don't want to know how long ago that actually was. I mean, obviously the part of my brain that enjoys mathematics is already registered how long ago that is, but I refuse to acknowledge it. I'm running out of mana, but I'm going to give it to the cats because the cats are really fun to hang out with. Yes!
Today's a big day. Hey, Sylvia, you recognize this potion?
At a wave of Salt's paw, Pepper holds up a glittering potion. The color and clarity is superb.
That's a good-looking potion.
Is it one of mine?
It sure is. We, procured it off one of your customers.
I'm flattered. But I could have made one for you.
So you're saying it's not irreplaceable or nothing? Good to know. Pepper, dump it out, please.
Pepper uncorks the bottle and dumps its contents into the sea. Oh no, you're making the ocean too healthy.
Hey, what gives? We needed a fancy container for your ceremony. Something you had a connection to. You could have just asked me for a spare bottle. Consider it one last test of your commitment. And honestly, you gotta be ready for these shocking twists. Running with us means weathering some storms sometimes. So gird your loins before anyone can kick at them.
I guess they're tied up and held hostage, but it just kind of looks like they're loafing, like how Salt's feet just disappear beneath their coat. Apply stalwart or decrease stress by 5. That's pretty potent, just being able to decrease it by 5. I don't think any Saffron's cards even do that.
You're right. I should have seen that coming. Now come on. If you're done crying over spilt milk, we've got something big in mind for today.
Spilt milk makes me cry.
You've been running with us a while now, and one thing's clear. You're definitely blood brother material. From hurling rotten fish down a chimney to encouraging Pepper's pursuit of vengeance. Not to mention your willingness to gouge out your own eye.
Wait, hold on.
You've made it obvious that you aren't afraid of anything. And there's only one thing we value more than fearlessness. Family. That's right. And we don't just mean the kittens in your birth litter either. See, as a pirate, you get to make your own family. How great is that? So, what do you say? Are you ready to become a blood brother?
I mean, yes, but I would like more information because I want to know what this entails. These cats don't have any depth perception. Yes, they do. They just have to combine their skills, and then they can clearly see one object. It's fine.
I need more information. I mean, it sounds like a big decision. It is, but good news. We already made it for you.
There's no backing out now, Sylvia.
It'll be fine. Just do exactly as we tell you.
Thus begins a strange ritual, the full significance of which is largely lost on Sylvia. First, she's told to bathe, which mostly just involves licking her hands.
Ugh, now I have brimstone and leather fibers on my tongue. You're supposed to take your gloves off first.
There is some mutual sniffing, and then the pirates break into a lively sea shanty.
And so the kittens lost their mittens 'pon the raging sea.
That goes on for a while.
All right, time for the grand finale. How do you feel about having a pee on a public beach?
This is just Final Fantasy IX now. If you know, you know.
What am I saying? Of course you're down. You ain't disappointed us yet. And this is important. You gotta mark your territory.
It's like graffiti. Sylvia was here.
As initiations go, this isn't too bad. There's no initiation. We're just hanging out. I guess there's one sort of ceremonial thing we gotta do. Pepper?
Sylvia, we would like to present you with a bottle of sand from this beach.
As you know, every pirate carries sand from their birthplace. In your case, this beach is the site of your rebirth as a pirate. Now, wherever you go, whatever you do, you'll have a piece of rafta with you.
And if we're apart, it will remind you of us too.
Plus, in a pinch, it kind of works as a portable litter box. Thanks, guys. I'll cherish this. And I'm sort of relieved there was no actual blood involved. Forget that. Somebody here faints at the very sight of blood.
That somebody is Salt. Is it actually? Oh yeah, Salt has both eyes. She's just doing the eye patch out of solidarity. If we hit rank 10, can we pet the cats, please? I need to pet the cats. Please let me pet the cats. Yeah, it encourages them to work together. Pepper takes the left while Salt covers the right. Every time I hear a line like that, I think about Star Fox 64, weirdly enough.
I got the right.
Yeah, we know Pepper is fine with blood. He has a plan to kill everyone he meets. I need more strong mana ingredients. I don't have them. What is my strongest fungus? Because Corsac likes fungus, right? Oh, I got lots of weird fungus. Here you go. It's a mighty fine present, thank you. Oh, we can't rank up with Corsac. That's so sad. That's so demeaning, wanting to pet someone just because they're a cat. What? It's fine. It's not demeaning. He's pogging what, Corsac? Is he capable of such a thing? He's such an awkward man. Does he know what that is? Hey, where fruit? This one's fruit. Oh, I guess Luna would like the weird space grapes, huh? Here you go, Luna.
I love it.
No, we can't rank up with Luna. Well, there's Saffron and the Trash Witch. Guaranteed Luna knows all about Twitch emoticons. Do you think Twitch, or well, not Twitch per se, but something similar exists in universe? Clearly there's the internet. There's no mention of video games though, so I don't know how that works out. You like plants? Hang on, that's the best I got, huh? The Harpy's Snare. Alright, here you go. A truly solid foundation for a friendship. Oh, and I could rank up with someone. Witch.tv, I should have known. There's the internet, there's ramen. How could there not be video games? You're so right. It is a trifecta. Alternate universe internet is such untapped potential. Yeah, Hypnospace Outlaw also made me want more. But hey, what's the new one? Dream Settler? That's coming out soon. I can't wait for that. I'm happy you came by. I had something a little different in mind for today. Have you ever made whiskey from tree sap? Tree sap whiskey? I didn't even know that was possible. It's possible. And it's delicious. A cat by the name of Sugar entrusted the recipe to me. Now, are all the pirates on Salt and Pepper ship, do they all have spice names? I hope so, because that's cute.
He was one of my companions, the rogue of the group, and our captain when we were on the water. His damage output was matched only by his alcohol tolerance, and tree sap whiskey was his favorite. He used to say it had more kick than an angry centimule.
I'm sold. Where do we start?
Well, the first thing we gotta do is ask a tree for permission to tap it.
Seriously? You can talk to the trees?
In truth, it's less about talking and more about listening. Trees are constantly communicating. They send out signals to other trees about environmental hazards, and each tree's leaves and bark hold a treasure trove of information about its health and history. We've just got to find an ambrosia tree of moderate age that has plentiful sap and a genial nature. Saffron leads the way through the forest. She places her palms against certain trees along the path. She seems to be listening for something, but Sylvia hears nothing. At last, Saffron finds a tree that she says will suit her needs. She carves into it with a specially prepared spork made of a dark, dense wood. Her sporking skills show great precision. She cuts just deep enough that the wound drips a steady stream of sap into her waiting bucket. Thank you for your generosity, proud sentinel of the wood. I'll patch you up when we're done. Sylvia, we just have to wait until that bucket's full. Then we can head back to my place.
I'm glad you're here to show me the way. I'm totally turned around.
I forget some people struggle to navigate the woods.
Is it just something you get the hang of over time?
That's part of it, sure. But the larger piece is about paying attention. Take the trees to start. They might appear interchangeable at a glance, but they don't really look the same at all. This forest contains pines, oaks, gloam willows, all grouped in unique arrangements. We are in Moleville, surprise. We're in Upper Moleville, I guess, since we're on the surface.
I should learn the difference. I could at least try to figure out what distinguishes a pine from a... what's this willow?
I'd be happy to help with that. But let's set the trees aside for a moment. If what you see is not enough to help you get your bearings, there are other senses you can rely upon. Notice the tang of the sea salt on the air. Feel the sponginess of the moss beneath our hooves. This particular spot of woodland is a spot like no other. And this is what I really mean when I talk about mindfulness, Sylvia. It's not just about shutting out the stress. It's about what you choose to take in. It's about being truly present.
I think I follow you. I know I could be better about living in the moment. It's a struggle when there are bills to pay.
I understand. Maybe this will ease that burden, if only by a little bit. We got a coupon, woohoo! I was kind of hoping she would give us some whiskey too. That would also ease the burn a little bit. Eating soup with a spork is terrible. The other cats are posh, scary. A cat pirate named Baby. I am thinking about it. It's very good.
Thanks! That does help. Some whiskey might help too. Is it almost ready?
Oh, I'm afraid I may have given you the wrong impression. This process takes several decades. But the anticipation is part of the pleasure. Take these next 30 years to prepare your senses. And in the meantime, I've got some cheap moonshine stashed away in one of these tree hollows, I think. Oh, I kind of figured it was going that direction, but hey, we still get crunk with Saffron. Sylvia, have you ever sporked a man? Saffron surely hasn't killed before, right? Hello, Quinn. Hello, Trash Witch. Does Quinn just like slime? What is my rarest slime? I got some silver slime. Alright, have some silver slime. Getting crunk with an Aldegoil. Great success. Okay, alright, this one I'm just gonna propagate more of back with my slimes. And same with the Mana Maelstrom, too. I guess I should make sure to give one to Quinn so I don't accidentally give away my whole stash. I could buy more, I guess, but... Or, where was the cheap ingredients coming from? The crater? I mean, I could, yeah, just get some more cheap Xeno Noir. Oh, and I can get another cheap Spark of Mana. There's only one for sale, though. That's okay. Cosmic Quartz. Do I need any more of this? I have lots of those. It's a Cosmic Cassavas. What is Inverted Bramble Rose? I forgot this existed. Give it to someone you hate. Okay, it's 22 Magimins, but it's got good traits. There's only room for one connoisseur of cheap booze in this town. No, Baptiste is a good boy. He wouldn't do that. I won't kick you out or anything. Let's hear more about this traumatic backstory.
So, what's new? Huh. Uh-oh. Quinn's finally gone feral.
You're not far off.
You want to talk about it?
Nope.
You do know how to shut down a conversation.
All part of the hustle, Sylvia. Gotta know when to put your foot down.
Raise interest by 8. Close sale. If interest is maxed by this card, increase final price of potion by 15. Interesting. I mean, considering I've been able to actually max things out recently with the deck I've built, it's possible I can make use of this. Why do you look so smug?
I have hustle. I do.
Let's put your skills to use, shall we? Boxer's breath is terrible today. He's overdue for a teeth cleaning. And that's a two-person job.
Quinn shows Sylvia the ropes, brushing Boxer's front teeth with a small, fine brush. Boxer squirms a bit, but is generally pretty well behaved. Despite their insistence on it being a job for two, Quinn has only one toothbrush.
It kind of looks like you've got this.
Easy, right? Now you try. I'm just gonna need you to get the molars.
The molars? Like, all the way in the back?
I'll keep him calm. It'll be fine.
Sylvia accepts the toothbrush reluctantly. Quinn coaxes Boxer to open up, and Sylvia is confronted with row after row of razor-sharp teeth.
The teeth in the back aren't really molars. They're more like rear fangs.
Just get a move on, Sylvia. He won't hold this pose forever.
Sylvia takes a steadying breath. She reaches in, slowly. She's ready to snap her hand back at the first sign of trouble. But Quinn coos and cuddles Boxer, keeping the mimic calm and still while Sylvia brushes each tooth.
I was half expecting you to pull a prank.
Too risky. Once Boxer tastes human blood, he's hyper for hours. Plus, then he'd have rotting meat in his teeth, which smells, thereby defeating the whole purpose.
And also you wouldn't want him to maim me.
Also that.
As distractions go, it was a good one, but not quite good enough. I should know better than to push you, but you're sure you don't want to talk about whatever's eating you?
You're like Boxer with a bone. Persistent. And drooly.
And you're stalling.
Fine, I'll talk. It's not even a big deal. Lately, I've been trying to get a better handle on my powers. I'm thinking I could maybe steer them in a specific direction. Like, if I wanted to see certain people in particular, people I had a connection to, even at a great distance. I feel like that's something I should be able to figure out.
I can see how that would be good for business.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. But I was also thinking maybe I could find out what my parents are up to. It's a dumb idea, I know. Wow, don't shoot them down. How does Quinn know it's a two-person job? Quinn refuses to make friends. I get why saying it, though, because maybe it'll just lead to more pain. But I feel like that's very blunt.
It's a good idea. Seeing them might give you some closure.
It's a moot point. I can't seem to zero in on them. That squid vine I ate just showed me some random mer person. Then I started getting all these visions of you, or else random heroes. Funny. In some ways, my powers being useless is the best revenge.
What was the deal with your parents and your powers?
I was the first witch in the family to have any sort of mental magic. Nobody was sure what to make of it. I'd have these fits as a kid. I'd sort of check out mentally. And when I came back to myself again, I'd know all sorts of weird stuff. Stuff about our neighbors, or the male person, or the guy my mother was seeing on the side. It freaked me out. My parents, though, they only heard the clinking of coins. Blackmail, industrial espionage, political spycraft. They had all sorts of ideas. But I couldn't control my abilities well enough. I still can't. My guess is I'll get a glimpse of them when I least expect it. That's just how it seems to work.
That sounds nerve-wracking.
It's not ideal, but what is? At least I'm not alone with it.
Oh.
I was talking about Boxer, obviously.
Sure you were.
You know what? I think you might need to brush his tongue next. I'll just loom behind you and supervise.
Quinn's given up on focusing their powers, but there must be a potion that could help.
Oh, here we go. Quinn needs a clairvoyance boost. Combining a mana potion and a sight enhancer should push their farsight farther than ever before. We might even have one of these still hanging around, but I'll need a sight enhancer for sure. Well, that was pretty productive as far as getting to hang out with people goes. Let's go back to the shop. We're gonna win it, Quinn. I wonder if their parents are still around. The snoring doesn't even bother me anymore. Please, someone get Sylvia a real bed. Also, I'm just gonna take a sip of water. One sec. I mean, if memory serves, I'm pretty sure Roxanne's got a bed in her torture basement. I'll wait. So, let me check on my slimes. Oh, hang on. Persecution complex. As an eerie unease hangs over town, Raftons are newly paranoid about being hexed and keen to mind their own business. Okay, increased value for cures, basic potions, and enhancers. Okay. And Maven's Stronghold. The greatest riches of all may be found within the twisted heart of Maven's Tower, but plundering her secrets means surviving the dreadful curses she left behind. Ooh, increased value for curse cures and radiation tonics, and I've got both of those I could spare a couple of, as long as I keep one for the competition. And in response to several heroes suffering quest-related injuries in the wasteland, Baptiste is imposing temporary restrictions. I feel like in other areas we affect the ecosystem, but I think this is what happens if you mess with the magical wasteland ecosystem. It's not so much things get deforested, but hang on. 5 days until you face Robin. I can scarcely believe it's upon you something. I lost my train of thought and I can't see it again. Whatever. Anyway,
It's not so much for deforesting the area, but that people are just getting injured because the magical wasteland is too dangerous. That's what I was trying to communicate. Do these cure buffs stack? That is a good question. Maybe. I will take that. I know I was going to use some of that for adventuring, but also it seems like it's going to sell for a decent amount today, so... Okay, let's take this poison cure. Again, Zelda boss. Little scorpion tail, too. This would... I don't know how you would put this bottle on a shelf. It's not going to stand upright. And let me take this out. It's not a huge increase, but, you know, profit is profit. So let's see what I've got for potions. So I do have some superior mana potions that I could give to Quinn. But, oh, and I do have a superior sight enhancer, actually. Hang on, let me just see if I can turn it in right away. You put it in a little velvet display case with a spherical divot. How am I going to show off the cool scorpion tail, though? I think it's a selling point. People need to see the cool scorpion tail on the bottle. Like, these bottles are collector's items. Okay, I'll take all this mana. And I'm going to also propagate these. Wow. Because they're good given. Yeah, I'm just gonna build upon the mana that I've already got. There we go. Spend mana to make mana, etc., etc. Perfect. Okay, there's a notch in the case for the scorpion tail. Alright, that works. As long as people can see it. Let me custom orders. Oh yeah, I can turn it in. Oh, that one's oak aged. Okay, this one's worth the least. There you go. And there we go. Gonna ship it out. Excellent. Okay. I can't believe Quinn gets free stuff. They don't even have to pay any money for it. We have given so much to Quinn. We've given them free food and sample chocolates. I mean, Quinn is living large. I'm thinking I could take advantage of the... no, that's not what I want. These. So I could make some basic stuff and then just spend a couple notches hanging out with people and then do some sales. So let's see. I'm assuming, like, when they talk about basic, they mean this stuff on the far left. I wonder if I could make a Masterwork Fire Tonic, just because I want to see the bottle. But no, I should focus on this stuff. Cures, basic potions. Well, I don't know if that counts as a cure. Let's make a health potion. Okay, A and B. That's right, my slapping turtle shells. Plunk. Can I just throw in like some mana in here? Hang on, I need to. I think a strong A and B that I could put in here. Do they? Oh, hang on, I turned off B. Whoops. That's got E in it, but that's not super ruinous, is it? Because that just gives me this big old chunk of Magimins, and that's what I want. I could put this in too, even though it messes things up a little bit, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. And then I'll just put in B, 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 B. Yes, I know it would be faster if I turned everything else off, but I don't want to. All that clicking just annoys me. It's petty. I know it's very petty. Well, this stuff's worth even more than the turtle shell. Oh, whatever. That's pretty good. Aside from that stray E. I kind of want to take it out now. Not that it really matters if I have another star or not, but... okay, and then I'm going to throw in some strong kindling, because I want it to be done by the time I am back. Is that too strong? Nah, I guess it's gonna be... yeah. Whatever, 2 polylogs. There we go. And then, what else can I brew? Could make another cure of some sort, I guess. Like a drowsiness cure. It's easier when they only have 2 magimins that I need to balance. Tonics, but I guess they all have at least 3. Maybe I can make a strong drowsiness cure. Let's see. I could make more curse cures, I guess, because they're worth more right now. So that would be more economical, wouldn't it? B, C, and E. So let's just dump in some more mana. So it's strong. An evil potion, but it's curing the evil. Isn't that a good thing? Okay, and now I'm gonna need some more E's. What was this again? That was D and E. That's right. Dragon pheromones. That was the stuff. Okay, and then see if I got some B's and C's in tandem. Oh, it's got A. Here we go. And then I'll just see if I can't add in more of... oh, just kidding. Well, that's okay. It's actually... this might even be better than the stuff that I already have for the competition, which is kind of funny to think about. Boy, that's potent. I don't have any... okay, here. 4. Perfect. Excellent. Curse Cure. And I could try making a radiation tonic again. I don't know. Let's just make another Curse Cure to see if they stack. Let me just... what did I... if I was really smart, I would have memorized what I put in here. It's 3 dragon... I don't have enough of these dire wolf crystals. That's okay. A masterwork curse. No, it's a curse cure. I'm not hurting anybody with it. It's fine. Yeah, I've only got one of these left. I'll have to make more of them. It's got D's in it, which isn't ideal, and that's got A's. Okay, this only has what I need. That's good, that's good. Dunk in some more mana. And... oh. It's full up. Never mind. Well, that's okay. Still pretty good. Still worth a decent chunk of change, even for one. I can't squeeze anything else in. This is too many Magimins. It's too many ding-dang Magimins. Even just like... oh, it's really annoying me. There we go. Okay. Aha. Aha! That makes me feel better. If I could just, like, put in one more thing, I may think I'd get 6, but... whatever. Whatever. I'm just gonna throw in some kindling. Brilliant. Okay, perfect. If you're already cursed, you go looking for the cure that is at least as bad as the disease. You know, the hair of the dog thing, or whatever it's called. I remember once at my job, this was several years ago, when I worked at a location with a drive-thru, that someone came through and was like, yeah, we're really hungover. What do you got that's good for a hangover? And I don't remember what I said. I think I tried to convince them, hey, you should probably just drink some water. But I think they got some sort of chai latte, which I don't know if I'd want milk and something sickly sweet. But I'm not a big drinker, so I don't know what one does when one is comically hungover. Oh, hello, Taito. Welcome. It's good to see you again. I hope you are having a lovely evening or whatever your time zone may be. As I've gotten all my competition potions squared away, so I am befriending people aggressively. I want a hug from Muktuk. Please, Muktuk. Please. Yeah, I don't think they should have been driving. We're gonna rank up with Muktuk. No one can stop me. I gotta. Oh, it's evening. Okay, then. Konbanwa. Guten Abend. Here we are, Sylvia. Where we belong. On the cutting edge. The guild has recently debuted an entirely new art form. It is daring. It is immersive. It is karaoke. And I should like to try it. Sylvia isn't sure what to expect. She settles into her seat while the guild's own bard kicks things off. The bard has a beautiful voice, intimidatingly so. If her performance is meant to encourage the audience to step up and sing, it has the opposite effect on Sylvia. Muktuk shows no such reservations. As soon as the bard has finished, he's on his feet, downing his ale, and bounding towards the stage. I like that the tunes have shifted from whatever the bard is playing to Muktuk's leitmotif, which kind of makes me wonder if he's singing along to his own theme. Probably not, but it's a good image. Also, hello, Boogie. Yeah, rein it in a little, Sid. Muktuk belts out an utterly depressing song about loss, loneliness, and failure. Sylvia notes he doesn't need the microphone. And he certainly has the crowd's attention. All the chatter around the guild hall comes to a stop. He's not good, exactly, but he pours so much emotion into the song, it's impossible to look away. Ah, that was invigorating.
Good job. But are you okay?
Of course. Why? Were my warbles not to your liking?
It's more the choice of song, and I'm pretty sure you were crying through the third verse.
Ah, please, do not take my song selection too seriously. I did not choose it for the lyrics, dear Sylvia, but for the pitch. Muktuk's vocal range lies somewhere below bass. I am a happy walrus. I have much to be grateful for, although there is, I confess, a well of sadness within me. I tap it from time to time, as fuel for art. Of late, despite all that is good in this life, I find that well is growing.
Is it something I can help with?
It is good of you to ask, and yet your kindness, it deepens my shame. For I have not been entirely honest with you, Sylvia. I told you that the ancestors, they have been quiet. But in truth, they have been utterly silent. To have been on my pilgrimage for so long and heard nothing, it is worrying, Sylvia. Deeply so. I strive to be deserving of the ancestors' guidance. I push myself to my limits until my muscles ache. Yet they remain silent. And so, naturally, I wonder, is the problem with Muktuk? Is Muktuk not worthy of their wisdom? Oof. I mean, obviously.
I believe in you, no matter what. And I'm sure you'll find the inspiration you need to create your masterpiece.
Your faith is a kindness, one I do not take for granted. Yet it is my faith that is in question. What if... I can hardly bring myself to say it, but say it I must. What if there are no ancestors? What if those who claim to have heard them were untruthful?
What if I am only the butt of some grand joke?
It's only natural to have moments of doubt, but you shouldn't doubt what you've accomplished. You're so talented, Muktuk. Your upgrades have demonstrably improved my life.
As ever, you humble me, and it is very persuasive to focus on the artistry. If you were selling me my own cauldrons, I would buy.
It's so cute.
Artistry, raise interest by 10, increase price of potion by 5%. That's pretty dang good. I might have to shuffle that into my deck. And look how pleased he is.
There, see? You get where I'm coming from.
There are things I do well, and it is good of you to remind me. But I have grander ambitions. Fear not, however. I shall not allow myself to become mired in self-pity. For wallowing is the ultimate self-indulgence. And I do not have the time to waste.
Muktuk is being too hard on himself. He needs to see that he's already accomplished great things. Maybe I can help with that.
Oh, insight enhancer and alertness enhancer. Muktuk is in sore need of a paradigm shift. And combining insight and alertness enhancers can provide moments of blistering self-awareness. We gotta win at Muktuk. Yeah, the only things people consume in this town are ice cream and alcohol. Muktuk crushing a beer and singing a sad song at noon on a Wednesday. I mean, that's a perfect time for a sad song, honestly. It's not the weekend yet, you're still at work, everything sucks. I think he's well within his rights to do so. The ancestors are just afraid of Muktuk's power. Maybe the ancestors are in awe and almost not ashamed, but they lament that they could not live up to the heights Muktuk has already achieved. Here you go, Goyle. Can we hang out? We can hang out. I do want to open the shop, but I want to do one more hangout, if I may. Oh, I could also buy an enchantment, actually. I guess it doesn't really matter. I can't remember if the potions I've made have particular bad traits. Actually, I think I can look, can't I? Let me see my... Okay, my curse cures. So tastes bad and feels bad. Good to know. Tastes bad and smells bad. And smells... Okay, so like everything but sound. My potions sound exquisite. So I'll buy this. It's... Boy, I was gonna say, we have all the coupons for Roxanne, right? Otherwise I'm gonna feel like a weenie. Anyway. Muktuk, that was a depressing song. Are you okay?
Yes, I am very okay. I am fantastic. There's also existential doubt, but fantastic.
I don't know if anyone else here has played Disco Elysium, but the karaoke bit, there was a bit in Disco Elysium that's just... it's... Well, I won't go into it, but... Anyway, we're gonna hang out with Sylvia's tall, buff girlfriend.
All set for our study session? I've got the flashcards.
And I've got the snacks. Although, I'm afraid you'll have to sign a waiver first. Some of these snack peppers are hot enough to scald your tongue.
I can handle you, can't I? I'm obviously not afraid of getting burned.
Sylvia, you're speaking my language at last.
Unfortunately, we've got to get you ready for that exam. And studying tends to kill the mood.
Does it? Because that sounds like a challenge to me. Sylvia begins quizzing Roxanne with a set of flashcards. Roxanne seems to think that every time she gets an answer wrong, she should remove an article of clothing.
Not that I'm complaining, but I'm not sure this is how studying works.
Sure it is. Why do you think they're called flashcards? Besides, I don't really need to study.
This was just a ploy to get you alone. I already know I'm going to ace this exam. There's no doubt about that.
Well, that's a bit ominous.
I've had enough, Sylvia. Far too long I've languished on the surface world, shackled by the rules of polite society. Your tender affections have made this place bearable, but still I suffered. Oh, have I suffered! Now, at last, I have the upper hands.
I forgot how much you enjoyed playing the villain.
I have missed these animations very much. It's positively thrilling. But I'm not just role-playing here. I've got gossip. Hot, juicy, damaging gossip. The sort a person might pay to make go away.
Wait. You're talking about...
Blackmail!
Is this about my snoring? Because I'm not that embarrassed.
Dear thing, no. I wouldn't dream of fleecing you. I mean, what would I even get out of you? Loose change and pocket lint?
Ha ha.
Listen, I didn't go looking for trouble. Not this time. But I was naturally curious about the identity of the man who will be proctoring my exam. I thought I'd wear his favorite perfume, perhaps, or the colors of his favorite sports team. Just a little something to nudge his perception of me in a positive direction.
I'm not sure that would help with a totally objective multiple choice test, but okay.
Imagine my surprise, however, when I realized I recognized the man. I'd seen him once before. Among the revelers at a pirate jamboree.
He must have made quite an impression.
You could say that. He was thrown overboard midway through the party, in fact, after he was caught pawing through a litter box. Some people claimed he'd simply dropped his keys. Others believe he was deep in his cups and looking for buried doubloons. The outcome was the same. His actions were declared an irredeemable party foul, and he was forced to walk the plank before he could stink up the place. I photoglyphed the whole thing, and I can't imagine he'd want these images to be posted anywhere. All this to say, I have a trump card, and now I only have to decide whether to use it. I mean, as much as I love Roxanne doing crimes, you know.
You're better than this, Roxanne. Blackmail is cheating. And you're brilliant. So why resort to cheating?
Well, the flattery is welcome. As for the moralizing, curse it. If I'm honest, I was hoping you'd hate this plan. Lately, I've grown increasingly uncomfortable with shortcuts. That's due in no small part to your influence. More than once, when faced with a moral conundrum, I found myself asking, what would Sylvia think?
It sounds like you're developing a conscience. You know the right thing to do. It's just easier for you to do it when you can blame it on me.
A conscience and a psychoanalyst all in one, eh? You're a perfectly rotten influence, Sylvia.
And by that you mean I'm a good influence?
Call it what you like. It's aggravating. You have such an innocent demeanor, but you certainly know how to deploy your charm to get what you want. Turn that magnetic sway onto your customers. I think you'll like the results. Raise interest by 50 and apply charm for 2 turns. This again combined with that card from Sid could be handy.
Thanks. Now, should we get back to studying?
Perhaps later. I have some machinations to ponder. And it's much easier to be wicked when you're not around.
Roxanne is struggling to walk the straight and narrow. I should find a way to show support for her new lease on life.
Oh, well, look at that. I've already got some. Also, nice Dr. Seuss. Roxanne has a bright future ahead of her if she can resist her wicked impulses. A curse cure and a radiation tonic will allow her to travel far and wide. Are you just saying, like, she's naturally toxic? I can't believe our girlfriend is toxic. Yes, I can. I'm also curious what her outfit looks like under the ermine. Like, how that whole... this top works. Because it looks like this top is connected to the pants. So that's like one piece. And then this cape is a separate thing that goes with the gloves, I guess. She's very well accessorized. Although I feel like wearing pants like this would drive me crazy. Anywho, I don't want to do any more hangouts for now. Just so I can go back and capitalize on the, the enchantments that I've bought. But I will give some goodies out to friends, because I am aggressively making friends. Here is your weird mushroom. Well, he really is doing that Pogger's face, isn't it? I can't unsee it now. Thanks, Spooter. You know, very belatedly, I'm just looking at the chat and thinking, I wish I had more secondhand knowledge of Star Trek The Next Generation, because my dad's a Star Trek fan, and I remember seeing him watching it a lot when I was little. I remember being struck by how beige the interior of the Enterprise was. Like, we used to have a van. Oh, we can rank it with mint, too. We used to have a van that had like that similar kind of beige interior, and that's what I thought of every time I saw the Enterprise on The Next Generation. Our girlfriend does radiation damage. She's living AoE DPS. Now I'm trying to think of what Final Fantasy XIV class Roxanne would be. Do I have any, like, rare bone? I do! Here you go.
Your tribute is acceptable.
Yeah, I feel like they weren't super into... Oh, you know what? I should have given them fish. It's Muktak who likes bone. Oh, I mean, you're not dogs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, cats. Ah, yes, radioactive girlfriend. Roxanne's outfit was more or less fancy suspenders. I think... like, the straps have to be attached to that, bustier? Is that the word I want? That's how you pronounce it, right? I'm pretty sure I said that word earlier in a conversation with Roxanne. I was just hoping either I'm pronouncing it correctly or no one in the chat knows well enough to tell me I'm wrong. Your memory of The Next Generation as a kid is fast-forwarding through a taped episode so you could reach the recording of the Garfield Christmas special. What priorities? I've heard a lot of really good things about TNG. Again, my dad would watch it a lot. I've seen now, like, most of the first season of the original series, and I really enjoyed it. I've already hung out with Muktuk. That's right, we already did karaoke. He was very sad about it. I kind of like that he's not a bad singer, but he's not super great. I was kind of expecting Muktuk, because he is an artist, that he would be a wonderful singer too. But something about him just being like so at it, just it feels right. You can't be perfect at everything. Ooh, mana heart, a significant concentration of raw mana, and a good source of Magimon D. Oh, and I was gonna say it's got gold traits, but no, that's just because I have Roxanne's enchantment in effect. Cool. Lots of fancy things to propagate. Alright. Do I have any of this? Sorcerite? I'll get a couple of these. I don't think I have any of these, so... yeah, I would like some occult energies. Venomous? Should this be venomous or venomous? I guess it's not really venomous, it just eats. Boy, that's expensive, so I'm gonna get some of those. Oh, hello! I just completely missed there was a raid. Konbanwa! Well met, raiders. I hope you're all having a lovely evening. Thank you for joining me for some Potionomics. As I'm desperately trying to remember who I have already showered with a gift. I don't need to give Baptiste a gift because we've already won at Baptiste. Oh, it's pronounced like Vino. And it whooshed over my head like a fool? Anywho, I hope you're all doing well tonight. I meant to say earlier too, if people have names they would like to be called, please let me know. Because that's very important. I want to get the names right. Well, I collect this mana bounty from my cute slimes. And I'm going to propagate some more stuff too. Because, gosh darn it, they're good gifts. And then we're going to open the shop. Okay, I'm going to make more of these so I can give some to Quinn. I got to remember to give Quinn some of these too.
Wow.
And I don't know, 210, it's 275. I mean, these are probably the best gifts if everybody likes raw mana. Mana. I still have to stop and think, mana. That's what Tales of Symphonia has burned into my head. Oh, I do have to check people's bios now. Thank you for reminding me. I shall do that. And I should fiddle with my deck a little too, now that I've gotten some fancy new cards. Let's see. Okay. Quinn has confessed a desire to learn what their parents are up to, and Sylvia has resolved to help. Muktuk hopes that his enthusiasm for his craft is persuasive and that Sylvia will choose to make use of his creations. Saffron's affection for Sylvia has led her to share her philosophies on mindfulness and her genuine love of the forest. Luna has opened up to Sylvia about her childhood, sharing that she still works hard for her parents' approval. I'm sorry to the characters who are not at a high rank compared to everyone else. As she considers whether to blackmail her way to success, Roxanne relies on Sylvia for study sessions and moral debates. Also, very belatedly, I saw in chat someone suggesting, like, how come Roxanne, like, she's living in her basement. I don't know why she needs this excuse to get Sylvia alone. She could just ask, but... Salt and Pepper have bestowed a great honor on Sylvia, initiating her as blood brother and welcoming her into their crew. The last one, they're going to make me put on a cat-eared headband and do caramel dancing, I'm sure. Encouraged by his friendship with Sylvia, Baptiste has set ego aside to bring compassionate reform to the Heroes Guild. Congratulations on unionizing. I just want to see the card art. Also, do I only get one of these? I guess I only get one of them. It's too powerful. All the townsfolk are sent to Bulgaria. Who's the most likely to turn into a bug? I mean, Luna's already a bug. She's 2 steps ahead already. The characters in this game are really cute, aren't they? I'm fond of the whole cast myself, even though I was a little hard on Corsac at first, just because we got off on the wrong foot. And I still don't really like his facial hair, but I'm charmed by Corsac because he's so awkward. Mint is feeling truly heroic after confessing to Sylvia that she considers the potion maker to be her best friend. They're cute BFFs. Sylvia has realized Corsac's debilitating shyness falls away when he's speaking on topics he cares about. Me too! All the townsfolk are sent to Bulgaria. Who's the most likely to be Bulgar Wheat? Corsac. As Sid continues to reassert control of her own life, she increasingly relies on Sylvia for new experiences and storytelling advice. Okay, so rhythm. I want to get rhythm in the decks. I think that would go really well with chorus if it makes things cost 1 less. What do I want to get rid of here? Let's captivate. 2 is better than 1 is good. There's scheme. We have zeal too. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of zeal. Get rid of the rhythm. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of sleight of hands and add another rhythm here too. See if, I guess apparently there's an infinite combo or something? If a previous chatter has, if I was reading that right. So let's see if I can't do some shenanigans. I also need to, I have, I got a good, no, it wasn't an aging barrel that I got. What did, was it a shelf? Was it a shelving unit? You think Corsac is a beetle? I don't think he would be a twink beetle. Corsac's pretty buff. I don't know what kind of beetle though. But I wish you could see, like, highlight and see how each of these shells performs, because I don't remember. So let me just pull them all off. So that's the good shelf. I'm going to keep that there. 25%, 25%. Okay, so we don't need the Ocean Coast shelf. That one's bad. Who cares about that one? This is the good stuff. Baptiste is a mantis. You know what? Yes, with all the gesturing, having those long forelimbs would suit him, I think. Let's arrange my... Before I arrange my potion, let me get them out of the cauldrons. That would help. Just take a ladle and help yourself to whatever I've brewed. Excellent. I should also start trying to brew the potions I will need for people's rank 10 friendships. Roxanne is a spider. Heck yeah. She's got that vibe to her, you know? Powerful, spooky lady. Actually, let me check my orders here. Okay, so insight enhancer and alertness enhancer. So these, Roxanne, I can actually turn in right now. As long as I'm not turning in the ones I need for the competition. Okay, so this one's coral aged. Yeah, I might just make like a slightly lesser one for Roxanne. If I can do it before I go, give her gifts again. Just for the profits, or if I don't sell anything, I guess. But let's see, insight and alertness enhancer. If I not made this at all, this is what I'm making, right? Yeah, alert. I've just never made the alertness enhancer. Well, all right. Oh, a scorpion. Okay. A scorpion would also play well into the cape that Roxanne has. That would suit her. Like spiders, but they'll jab ya. What kind of saffron? I feel like a ladybug is too obvious. I don't know if they help plants exactly. They eat aphids, though. I feel like I don't know enough about how certain insects interact with plant life to make an informed guess as to what they would be. But this is fun to contemplate. It's like thinking about what Pokemon would everyone have. Sylvia would have a Shuckle, because they also brew potions. Hang on, I should actually pay attention what I'm doing. Everybody, what Pokemon would people have? What insect would they be, and also what Pokemon? Well, I'll count arachnids. Doesn't have to be an insect. An arachnid is good too. Do I have any? Oh, I do. Just those three in tandem. I'm gonna throw some insects in the pot. Don't look too closely at them. So I just need superior. I mean, even this is good enough. Do I get some good seeds? Very stable. Just like a little bit more. I mean, it's good enough. Oh, I wanna make the bottle even fancier. Do I have one that's just these two? Yes, I do. Okay, masterwork. Well, I guess I don't need a masterwork one necessarily, but I can sell the rest or use them with my adventures if I ever remember to do so. So that's fine. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's too many. That's also too many. I mean, I don't need it to be that powerful. Ah, what the heck. Whatever. I do want it to be done before the morning, though. If I can. Morri, stop. Just... Okay, 5. That's good. Go. Good. Baptiste is a Persian. I like the thought of an Alolan Persian. Fancy, but also gooby. I've seen some dissenting opinions on Alolan Persian. How some people think they're ugly. I think Alolan Persians are beautiful, wonderful creatures. Like, how could you not love that ridiculous face? Look at it, it's so round. Perfect creature. Well, it's already superior, huh? Just with those 3. I guess I could just leave it at that. I just need the 1. I mean, what is... Hang on, so... Ingredients with good traits. Man, yeah, I think I'd rather just sell those than give them to heroes. But rarer ingredients, I mean, that's actually worth using. I don't know. It's not like I need rare ingredients, but... Let's throw in some E's. Why the heck not? And some A's. So that's, yeah, the Dwarf Kraken. Well, that gets me 3. Good enough. Luna 100% has a Rotom in her phone. Oh, definitely. I mean, Rotom phones are all the rage in Scarlet and Violet, too. In fact, if you haven't played Scarlet and Violet, if you fall off a cliff, your Rotom phone actually, like, you hold your Rotom phone and it kind of catches you so you don't splatter yourself on the ground, which would probably be a little traumatic in a Pokemon game. I mean, like, say, being vaporized by a Snorlax Hyper Beam in, Legends, that's fine, but you don't wanna take fall damage. Whatever. I'm not optimizing this, but whatever. And then I got one more cauldron, so all my curse cures are just, they're too good. Or do I have a not superior one? I don't think I do. No, they're all too good. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, but it's grand. I need superior curse cure. Well, I can give Roxanne the good stuff if I really want to. It's masterwork though. It sells for so much money. Well, let me see what I have left over after the end of the day. Roxanne has a Mawile. She absolutely does. Mawile is one of those Pokemon that I really like just aesthetically, but I've never had one on my team. There's a lot of Pokemon like that. Like Shuckle. I love Shuckle. I think they're cute. They're adorable. But I've never had one on my team. I think Shuckle is very gimmicky, which makes it difficult to use. Just because, I mean, it's very tanky. Like, its defense stats are absurd, but it has no power. And you can do stuff like Trick Room, or you can stall, but that requires thought. I have to put thought into it. I'm just not getting what I need, so maybe I'll just look for a strong C, and then I'll just throw in a strong E as well. That'll do. I mean, it's also masterwork. I don't really need it to be that powerful. Superior. And maybe it'll get another star. Whatever. Good enough. Perfect. Great. Good. Lovely. We don't have to worry about it. I guess I could put, like, some competition stuff in my aging barrel, too. Did I already age this stuff? I didn't, so I could enhance some of these. Okay, let's do that. Cool. And I think, yeah, alright, good enough. I heard about Scarlet and Violet. I just saw bugs, and I know it's not what you mean, but I heard that Scarlet and Violet are currently experiencing some pretty severe bugs where your save data can actually get borked. I think if you like download the DLC or you try and connect to Pokemon Go, and I'm really hoping that they'll be able to fix that because that's pretty harrowing. Just a 35% price increase, so... are these... Okay, that's the most expensive, so definitely, like, save one of these for the competition, but... Look at all that money, all that sweet, sweet gains. What am I gonna spend all this on? I don't know, but... Oh, wait, I should be putting these on this shelf. Because it's more for cures. I mean, these are the most lucrative things I've got, so... You know, yeah, one radiation ton. No, I should... I mean, it does get a boost because it's a tonic. And maybe I'll just display some. Perfect, wonderful, beautiful. Bring in the customers. Alright. I guess I could also use Vendy. I've got these poison cures. Well, I could probably sell them for more. Vendy's better for, like, cheap stuff. Like a couple of those. A couple of those. I don't have to worry about bad traits. Okay. Good. Do I want to put anything else in here right now? I feel like this stuff would be better to haggle for, but... I mean, it's still a 50% price increase, so... Just throw those in there anyway. Make some more profit. Why the heck not? Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna open the store. You remember when X and Y had that glitch where you'd lose save data if you tried to save in a certain part of a certain town? Oh yeah, but... was that... That's not Lumios, is it? I forget the name of every town in Pokemon except for the first two games. I never remember the town names. I think it's because I'd seen the anime covering, like, the first couple of towns. So I would hear the town names said out loud and it would make them stick in my brain, but I don't hear them said out loud in the later games, and so they just whoosh out of my head. If you challenge the new event raid without updating, you get a bad egg. Ugh. Ugh. That's pretty subpar. Okay, so let's play this. While this person is just starting by doing stress damage, what a jerk. Do I want to draw? Let's wait and then try and take advantage of rhythm. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Scarlet and Violet. I mean, I have enjoyed it, but it is frustrating that it's so buggy. And I really wish they'd given it more time in the oven. Oh man, this is exploitable. Like, I'm still surprised that it came out so soon after Legends. Dang, that's really good. And I was hoping that we would get more, like, DLC and stuff for Legends before a whole other mainline game came out. Dang, that's really good. I wish I could just keep drawing. I think I'm actually going to close the deal here, even though I'm just about to hit max, because I don't want to take that stress damage, so... Oh, thank you, Boogie. Have a lovely rest of your day. Good luck with work. Oh gosh, Taito, is English not your first language? I never would have guessed. Because your English is excellent. Okay, I'm gonna dupe this. Why is everybody starting with stress damage? Like, why do you do this to me? You don't need to do this to me. Okay. Let's end the turn. I really don't want to take the stress damage. How much of a greedy slob am I? I'm a little greedy. What is going on? This is a great potion. It is a great potion. Okay, let's play that. And press the attack. I really don't want to take that stress damage. I think I'm going to play Pander. And then just close the deal. Because it's still a good chunk of change. This is a great potion. 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 Hello, Sid. Cue my entrance music. You really, like, do you just show up everywhere just poofing into existence in your mimic? This is a great potion. What do you want a curse cure for, Sid? Are you cursed? Okay, if I got rattle him off. Okay, and then there's rhythm only works best the next turn. Heck. That's fine. Ugh, I'm not really getting anything good. That's irritating. Let's just play Pander. Oh, and I can play another Pander. Perfect. And I draw a stress card, but that's okay. I'm going to close the deal here. Yeah, 105% markup. Nothing to feel bad about. Oh, Spanish is your first language. Yet again, I wish I was better at Spanish. But I feel like I can't pronounce it correctly. Okay, I'm actually going to play this before Rattle 'em Off. Do I want to play Rattle 'em Off? I mean, it's really good to use, but then I can't take advantage of rhythm if I draw it. And he's got a lot of patience. I think I'm going to end the turn and see if I draw rhythm. Don't be weird, sir. Wait, I was trying to think of how to say "how are you" in Spanish, and I just blanked. ¿Qué pasa? Is that it? I think. 7 stress damage, sir. Sir, you don't need to do this to me. You don't need to do this to me. Okay, let's end the turn. Tries to sell you a potion. Naughty, naughty. I have had customers like that before. It's weird. It's very weird. Wait, do I want to do improv? What is... No, I don't need to do that first. Ugh, man, my my stress is already really high. Jeez. Like, why are you people doing this to me? Okay, draw a card. No. I should close the deal now because I don't want the stress damage. Even just hitting 20, it barrels out of control really fast. Oh, arigatou gozaimashita. I've been told that my Japanese accent is good. And it, I think, makes me sound a little more fluent than I actually am. I've been working on it gradually and trying to improve my vocabulary, but it's the vocab that makes it really hard. Well, there's chorus. ¿Cómo está? Okay, thank you. Now I'm trying to think of how you say sorry in Spanish. Like, I'm sorry, my Spanish isn't good. I can think of how to say it in French. That's not the right language. It's close, it's not quite it. Lo siento. Gracias. Let's see. I'll play that. And see if I can still draw something good. Well, there's... Actually, compromise would be good. Compromise would work well in this situation. Let's compromise. Perfect. 90% markup. That's pretty good. Hello, Saffron. You can't handle my strongest potions. Oh. Some malcontent seems to have cursed Saffron's tools. She needs insight into who, how, and why. I bet it was Quinn. I don't know why they would do it. It just seems like a thing they would do. For fun. You haven't studied Spanish in years, but you remember lo siento because you're a very apologetic person. Well, even setting that aside, I think knowing how to apologize is important when you're learning another language. You know, say, please, thank you, hello, goodbye, you're welcome, sorry, where's the bathroom? And then you're basically set, right? You know, I like how the patience is reflected in each character's personalities. Like Saffron with 12, starting, how many did you start with? I don't recall now. I've forgotten how many cards I've played, but she has quite a lot, which makes sense, whereas Luna starts with very little. Not that she's impatient, she's just very busy. Oh, you've also been studying Japanese. Wow. It's very impressive when anyone can speak multiple languages, especially when they're so different from one another. Like, Japanese is tough because... I mean, there's English loan words, but it's still very different to English in the way it's written and the way sentences are structured. So it can be a lot to wrap one's brain around. ¿Dónde está el baño? Is that where's the bathroom? Oh, there's Ferocity of the Squirrel. Yeah, I can do that and then play these chorus cards. And then I should be able to end the deal. Oh, perfect. I maxed it out. As Saffron, I also wish I could be just that relaxed. If only. But I'm not very good at meditating. My mind races too much. Oh, and also thank you, Taito. And I wish you the best of luck with your Japanese studies too. 日本語は難しいね。だけど、頑張ります。Well, I guess that's more saying I'm gonna do my best, but also 頑張ってね. Do your best too. Okay, now my slimes need another block, and I think my potions are still going overnight. I just have a quick looky-loo. I think maybe one is ready. I think I would remember, but I don't. No, they're not ready yet, but that's okay. I will save. Do I need to turn in? I kind of want to just maybe play one more day worth and get some more hangouts in, because again, I will be going on vacation starting on Thursday, and I won't be back until the 20th, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit before we get to continue this.
Trust me, Morri, this is a great potion.
It's not potion of hurt bone, is it? Okay, let's end the day. Get rid of some of that stress.
頑張りましょう.
That's a better way of phrasing it. Is Oswald saying nothing, or was that bugged? Maybe Oswald just has nothing to say. He's choosing to listen this time. Taito, do you find, and anyone else who speaks Japanese, do you find that when you speak it, your voice goes up half an octave? I don't know why that is. I remember one year when I was traveling and going through customs, and you get grilled by the customs agents. You know, like, where are you going? How long are you staying there for? Why are you going? Etc. And I remember talking to one of them, and he was scary. Like, he was just really abrupt, really terse. I mean, I get it. I get, you know, it's, you don't, I don't, it'd be exhausting to put on the chipper friendly face for every script. But then I remember, I overheard him speaking to another patron at the airport. They were part of a big travel group from Japan, and I know they were from Japan because all their backpacks were marked as such. And he switched to fluent Japanese, and I remarked like his voice went up like a half octave, and it sounded not cute exactly, but a lot friendlier. Anyway, atomic anxieties. After witnessing radiation poisoning firsthand, Raftons are more interested in limiting their exposure than shoring up resistance. What you don't want, my cool plague doctor bottles. Dungeon Sans Dragons. A clutch of mutant dragons has escaped from the sublevels of Maven's castle, carving a path of destruction as they return to long neglected nests. And I've ruined the magical wasteland again, but you know, same old, same old. Okay, now I can look at the stuff that I have brewed. Excellent. Oh, it's got like a little feather in its cap. I've already waxed poetic on how much I enjoy the art direction in this game. Shout out to the bottles, too. Even if they look like they'd be difficult to actually drink from. How many people have tried to put the light bulb bottle in their mouth from the wrong end and then getting it stuck? And that's still aging. Alright, so I can turn these in. Yeah, masterwork, whatever. That's all, okay, 3, okay, here we go. And then 918, okay. Here we go. Here you go, Roxanne. I guess you get the good stuff. You're worth it. I guess Sylvia's technically dating her, so she deserves the good stuff. And then for Mugtuck, insight and alertness. There we go. Sorry, they're a little off, but that's okay. It's the thought that counts. Yeah, I've noticed when speaking Japanese that I didn't mean to travel first. Did I lose a time slot? I hope I didn't. No, I didn't. I wanted to garden. When I speak English, my tongue is at the top of my mouth, behind my top teeth. But when I speak Japanese, my tongue is at the bottom of my mouth, and I wonder if that affects how the sounds come out. Desho? You know? This is silly, but when you're speaking Spanish, where does your tongue rest in your mouth? I know that's such a weird thing to ask, but I think languages are interesting, and even the oral gymnastics, I suppose, if you call it that it takes to make them happen. I need more of those, just because it's a lot of e-magimins and they're useful to have. And what else do I not have a lot of that would be good to have more of? Have I given Quinn ectoplasm, or did I? I think I just got that, so maybe I will propagate some ectoplasm, because why not? Ghosts. As for other potion ingredients, I could make more of these too. I'm not sure, because there's nothing I need to make right now, so I can just up my mana supply. You can't think that you've spoken Spanish differently than English. It might be different, though, if you're not a native speaker, right? Because if you'd be speaking it with an American accent. Because it's not your first language, right, Andorra? I don't think. But I guess that also depends on how good your accent is. And I don't know what your accent's like. It could be pitch perfect. But I probably wouldn't be able to tell, because I don't hear Spanish very often. Not where I live. Actually, even in Canada, this part of Canada, you don't hear French very often. You hear it more as you go further east. I remember traveling to Toronto and being surprised at how much French I would just hear on the day-to-day, because it's, again, not Oh, I like just saved. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm gonna go travel and talk to people. It's not spoken that commonly here. I hear a lot of, what do I hear a lot of here? I hear a lot of, actually Ukrainian. I hear a lot of Tagalog. I hear some Spanish. I hear Korean, but just not a lot of French. Spanish ears rest behind your lower teeth, a bit hunched back. That's fascinating. Also, that's cool. Venus. Venus. Okay. I ruined the joke because I wasn't pronouncing it correctly. I'm deeply, deeply ashamed. I'm always embarrassed. And I guess I don't have any gifts to give you, Baptiste, but I could get a Hocus Locust because that's a fun name. I like that. And an Underworld pomegranate. Oh, heck yeah. That makes you lose a piece of your soul? It's a pomegranate, though. I mean, heck yeah. Do it for the palm. I think I already have some blight roaches. Yeah, so I don't need more of that. Your area has a lot of Vietnamese. I don't think I hear that here, but then I don't hear Vietnamese. I've heard it so infrequently in the past that I don't think I could identify it. If someone spoke it right in front of me and I was asked, what language is that? I don't think I'd be able to tell you. Because I've heard it so rarely. Can we rank up? No. No. Come on, Roxanne. Don't die out there. You would resurrect us. Right, Roxanne? If we perished? Sure you would. I'm gonna get more fuel. I'm gonna just get some of the good stuff. I love coupons. I love coupons. Oh, hello, Val. I got an email from Twitch that you were streaming earlier, but I was at work. But I hope your Doom stream went well. I'm glad you've been getting into it more. Also, have a good one, Joe. Thank you for joining us. Oyasumi nasai. Did we bring our own bag? We do have a little side bag there, but I don't know if all the lumber is gonna fit into it. Did I? I was like, did I give you your gift? No, I didn't. Shameful. Here you go. Oh, you started out with a shmup? What shmup did you play? Let's rank up with Saffron. My time is yours. Eat the tree. Right in front of her? I'm almost out of material for my pipe.
I'll go out on a limb and guess you don't buy your tobacco at the marketplace.
It actually isn't tobacco at all. Just a soothing blend of flower petals and witch bramble.
No wonder it smells so floral.
Let me show you how I do it. Saffron pushes aside some foliage to reveal a small workstation. Among the tools on display, Sylvia recognizes a mortar and pestle and a small fermenter. Until recently, I reused old jars for fermentation, but Muktuk's craftsmanship is second to none. I'm sure he's told you so himself. You want to take a spin with the pestle while I cycle out the fermentor? Make it nice and fine. Dried fairy flowers hang from a line that runs between tree branches. Saffron reaches up and plucks a few petals. She places the brittle petals and a pinch of bramblevine into the mortar, which she then hands to Sylvia. Sylvia gets to work grinding the materials down. The repetitive motion and the sound of the clinking pestle lure her into a peaceful haze. It's kind of relaxing, isn't it? Small work with the hands can be meditative, particularly if you aren't the type to enjoy sitting still. And we both know you don't like being idle.
The smell is soothing, too. Maybe I should take a puff from your pipe.
Oh, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Even if it isn't tobacco, the smoke isn't good for your lungs. I know that might sound hypocritical of me, but as a fey being, I have less to worry about. Humans are fragile, and I'd like to keep you in one piece.
I mean, I'm not made of glass.
No, so Sylvia, you can't. What is the term? You can't toke?
I'm such a square.
Thanks for looking out for me. You're a good influence. I'm glad you didn't take offense. If I'm honest, this touches on a topic I've been dwelling on lately.
Not sure exactly how to put this.
Not to be a total mimic, but remember to breathe.
That's right. Of course that's right. Managing stress brings serenity of mind, and vice versa. Draw 5 cards can only be played if stress level is less than 20. Well, that's powerful as long as we keep our stress under control. And actually, oh boy, if rhythm only activated on the turn that you pull it, but that's okay.
See? You've taught me a lot.
I'm glad about that. And glad for the reminder that I can speak openly with you. Here's what has me troubled. You're human, Sylvia, and I'm not. My lifespan is longer than yours. My body is more resilient. I'm not immortal by any means, but chances are I'll still be here when you're gone. Given my history, I'm sure you can imagine how that makes me feel. Boy, that just sounds like
You're gonna die first. Don't worry about it, no.
the good stuff is worth some hurt.
I mean, what's the alternative? You said you don't want to hide away. And that means taking the good and the bad as it comes.
That's certainly wise. It's hard to argue that I would be better off unfeeling and alone. I was content in my solitude these last years, but now that I know what I was missing, there's no going back. So, I'm not suggesting that we should stop spending time together. Not at all. That's a relief. Hey, I'm not one for drama. You know that. I'm only trying to be honest about my fears. And if I'm overprotective at times, or if I ever seem like I'm trying to push you away, I hope you'll at least know where I'm coming from. Not a place of callousness. Quite the opposite.
I know you care about me.
Good. Don't forget it. Please be patient with me, Sylvia. It's an adjustment for me. It might take me some time to get used to it.
I want Saffron to understand that I'm not expecting her to move at anyone's pace but her own. Words don't seem sufficient. So how about a meaningful gesture?
Saffron needs reassurance that Sylvia is willing to let her set the pace of their relationship. Sacrificing a pair of resistance tonics ought to make the point nicely. I like the term sacrificing. It is a sacrifice. We're not making any profit on it. Except friendship. I guess that's profit. I'm not one for drama, says woman who caused all the drama in this friendship. That's true. But, I mean, someone's gotta cause the drama around here. I mean, I guess it's Quinn. Why am I going back to Roxanne? Wishful thinking. If I was really smart, I would just go down in order. But I did give you your gift, yeah. Wouldn't want to come on too strong, says, this woman. I'm pretty sure she is incapable of not coming on like a freight train. I guess I can just give you mana too. Doesn't have to be slime. Can't hang out though, that's pretty sad, but I can give Quinn some stuff here. I think I have this propagating. I'm like 90% sure I do, but just in case. Here you go. Your smorgasbord. I want to know how Quinn learned that they could detect the location of things by eating them. Like, they're not just licking it, right? They're fully ingesting it. I hear biting. Maybe it's like, you know, small kids put things in their mouths. So maybe that's what's happening with, that's what happened with Quinn, is they put something in their mouth and then they could instantly tell where it was from. Something like that. So they should have bitten their parents, is what I'm saying. Eat a person, find their doppelganger. Exactly. I'm glad you dropped in on me today, Sylvia.
Well, thank you, Corsac. That's downright warm.
Trying to take your advice to heart, exchanging pleasantries and the like. It's not all that different from how I conduct myself when I'm in a new biome. The more initiative you show, the easier it is to pivot if things don't go your way.
Gain 2 shield per card played prior to this turn, or prior to this card and current turn. I mean, it's a 0-cost card, so that's not bad. Especially with like all the chorus that I've been playing. That might actually fit in the deck. So I don't take stress damage.
I can see the parallels. And looking at the town as its own sort of biome makes a certain amount of sense.
It's working out for me anyway. I feel more at ease lately. That said, I wouldn't mind a quick prowl around the forest if you're up for it.
Just think of people as squirrels. Horrible, horrible squirrels.
Well, how about this weather? Oh, and if you're worried about running into any creatures out here, don't. I'm wearing lycanthrope musk. Oh, man. When is the last time I've said that word out loud? Like, never. I'm wearing lycanthrope musk. It'll keep most beasts at bay. I'm just gonna crawl into a hole now. Although it's supposed to have the opposite effect on women. I don't think he's even trying to flirt. He's just, like, realizing it now.
I've created a monster, haven't I? Be careful now. It's a fine line between smooth and smarmy, and that's advanced stuff.
I trust we'll get to it soon enough. You're agreeable company, Sylvia. I know that under the best of circumstances, I can be a hard man to get to know. And we certainly did not start under the best of circumstances. I'm sorry I went after your business like I did. And I'm very grateful that you chose not to bear a grudge. Not for a while, anyway.
Oh, I've got a grudge, all right. The fact that I keep dropping in for small talk, it's all part of my grand revenge scheme.
I recognize that you're joking, not least because the best revenge would have been to just leave me be. There's a certain irony to my situation. I'm never lonely in the wilderness. I'm perfectly at ease in my own company, or in the company of animals. Squirrels excluded, obviously.
Obviously.
But as soon as I'm around people, all I can see is how different I am, and how poorly I fit into the spaces I'm meant to occupy.
Again, that's a little strong. Werewolf stank. Better or worse than Axe body spray? No, it's nothing can be worse than that.
And we're all lonely sometimes. It's just part of being human. But at the very least, I intend to keep your social calendar very full.
I've noticed, and I'm happy for it. Whatever else happens, I know that I've got one true friend, and that's not a small thing. Not a small thing at all.
Now I feel even worse about the little grudge I had. I wasn't going into this expecting Corsac to be so, as they say, hashtag relatable, but yeah. Yeah, let's hang out with Mint. Who sells werewolf stank? Well, werewolves, clearly. You just gotta find the werewolves working in the perfume department. Also a very hashtag relatable SpongeBob gag. The perfume department. Ugh. It's always at the entrance, too. I'm awfully glad you're hanging around today. I need a pick-me-up. And you have an undeniable ability to cheer me up.
I take my best friend responsibilities very seriously.
So, what should we do? Oh, I know. Somewhere out there, a cat is stuck in a tree. It happens every day. And what good is a hero if these mules for help go unanswered?
Just to be clear, when you say cats,
I mean pirates, yeah. Very enthusiastic climbers, those pirates. Come on, I'll show you. To Sylvia's surprise, Mint wasn't exaggerating the plight of Rafta's cat pirates. It's scarcely 5 minutes of walking before Mint spots a fearful feline clinging to a high branch. And this particular cat is no fresh kitten. He's a wizened old pirate with gray fur around his muzzle and a sun-bleached peg leg. Even his tail is fluffed up. Mint has to scale the tree in order to coax the pirate down to safety. Once his paws are back on solid ground, the cat curtsies by way of thank you, then darts off toward the docks. You'd think they'd learn not to climb those things. It just never ends well for them. But I guess I know what it's like to make the same mistake over and over. Take my quest, for instance. Still no luck out there? Oh, plenty of luck. All of it bad. The other day, I found a pretty famous short sword that's been wielded in some epic campaigns. Somehow it ended up in a dragon's hoard. I had to fight my way through a clutch of drakes, sneak past a sleeping dragon, and solve a super obtuse riddle just to get my hands on it.
Sounds like quite an adventure.
Yeah. But this sword's whole thing is it glows when it's in the vicinity of a monster. Which, as it turns out, isn't super helpful when there are monsters everywhere and you're trying to retain the element of surprise. After that, I tracked down a fabled artifact called the Everstone. It had been abandoned atop the highest peak on the island. According to the stories, whoever wields the Everstone has their strength increased tenfold. I assumed that meant it was enchanted with a buff of some kind. Turns out, it's just a heavy rock. It makes you stronger if you bench press it every day. I feel like this is, I don't know, diminishing her experience. I don't know. I mean, Mint is an optimist.
Jeez, it's been a long day. Look on the bright side. I bet you had quite a view from atop that mountain.
That stinks is good too, but I like the positivity. I think it suits Mint. You know, I really did. I wish you could have been there. See what I mean? Despite everything else going on, I've been in high spirits since our big talk. It feels so good to have a friend, especially one who isn't caught up in all the guild politics. If I'm honest, I'm a little worried that I'm not pulling my weight here. I'm sure that's not true. Stats don't lie, Sylvia. Baptiste tracks it all. Who brought in the most loot this week? Who took down the most monsters? Who cleared which dungeon fastest? I'm not the worst, but I'm not the best. Not in any category. And I didn't come all this way to be, you know, mediocre. It's time to step it up. Time to prove I'm worthy by finding a weapon fit for a true hero. I know it's out there, Sylvia, and I'm going to find it.
I wouldn't bet against you.
You would better not. Not if you want this coupon. Oh yeah, I haven't even been sending people out on adventures, huh?
I want it. I do.
Today, everybody gets what they want. I'm going back out there, and I'm not going to quit until I find what I'm looking for. She's such a shonen hero. Mint's cute. Let's give her a gift. Maybe I should try and send her somewhere. I've got some potions lying about. I mean, even if I can't send her somewhere super fancy, it's still a discount. Do I have any ice potions left? I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. Nope. Just kidding. Boy, she's only level 8. I don't know if she could... She definitely need a tolerance potion, and I have one. It's even oak-aged. And the gift receive faces are really cute. Well, it's still a lot, but... Thinking here. This is curse... Oh no, it's I need a shadow tonic. Don't I still have one of those? I do. This thing, yeah. Okay. I don't have any thunder tonics. I mean, I've got some health potion. 98 health, I think. And then I need the petrification potion. So I think And then mana. She doesn't have any mana. Okay. I'm doing a lot for you, Mint. That's okay. I like you. And then, what else can I give her? I guess I could give her the dowsing enhancer since I've just got this stuff. And rare ingredients, sure. And yeah, you know, whatever. Just for you, Mint, since I have a discount and I haven't sent her out in a long time. Oh wait, hang on, I didn't actually give her the curse cure, just kidding. That's out. And that's not like my aged one, right? Yeah, okay. This one is worth less, so boosh. Okay, good. I think that's good. Oh wait, no, I don't. She doesn't have enough mana. Yes, she does. Just kidding. Okay. And she even levels up. Incredible. Alright, Mint. Let's go. Do me proud, Mint. I believe in you. And now I've forgotten who else I've talked to today. But I want to finish this round of hangouts before I call it an evening. Meow, 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 meow. Can I hang out with kitties? Yes. I gotta hang out with the cats. Meow, 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 meow.
Come on, blood brother. Let's get out of here.
Where to?
There's a party at the Heroes Guild, and we want to see the place. As buildings go, that guild hall is one fine sea vessel. The fact that it's intact at all after a Kraken battle tells you those sailors knew what they were doing. And they really showed that old witch a thing or two.
Well, yeah, tell me more. Do you remember the day Maven was defeated?
Remember? Geez, how old do you think I am? But the Grey Muzzles tell stories of a time when this particular island was totally off limits. Whatever else she was up to, I ain't one to judge. But keeping the riches of this place to herself, that gets my hackles up.
Her death was good for business.
And no disputin'. Although, they never found a body or nothing. Makes you wonder. Anyway, about this party. If you can believe it, Pepper and I weren't exactly invited. But we heard you know some of these heroes. Think you can get us in?
Get in my knapsack. I mean, yeah, we could talk to Baptiste, but will they do it? Do I have a knapsack big enough to house Pepper?
Alright, get in my knapsack. It'll be tight, but we'll be able to stroll right in. That's one idea. But I figured you could just, you know, open a window. Our cat-like agility will do the rest.
Now, come on. I want to carry the cats in my backpack. They're not going to fit at all. That's okay. Just deny everything.
Hey, this party's alright. I mean, nothing's on fire, but it's early still.
I like the trophies. We could do something like that.
We'd have too many. The ship would sink under the weight of our many triumphs.
Salt and pepper are a pure injection of energy into the party. The crowd grows louder and more animated in their vicinity.
The next round's on the captain! Huzzah!
Sylvia is skeptical about the idea of mixing so much liquor with so much dairy. When the pirates chug, she sips. Sylvia, you are wonderful. I am so glad you are a blood brother. Blood brother.
Oh boy, somebody got into the catnip. Sylvia, you ready to go? I could use some help getting the captain back. Also, I've been getting dirty looks since that chandelier came down. Like it's my fault it wasn't bolted in better.
I could talk to Baptiste, try to smooth things over.
I ain't bothered. What's he gonna do? But here, I was gonna give you this coupon anyway. You can always pass it along if you want to mollify him.
Alright, time to get ripped off by another loot box.
I think I'd rather keep it for myself. Now you're talking like a pirate.
I can't believe Pepper is a lightweight. A lightweight, that's the word I wanted. I'm gonna splurge and get the large treasure chest. Let's roll the gotcha. I have atrocious gotcha luck. I keep rolling more experience tickets in Splatoon and I hate it. Nice floor, some cool eyes, teeth, wall. That is fancy. I mean, alright, I'll take it. I got some cool bugs, nothing wrong with that. Okay, I think it'll let me hang out with one more person. I think, oh, Luna is ready to rank. Actually, did I already give Muktuk a gift? Because I want to see his rank 10. But his nighttime theme is fun. I shall try to contain myself. I shall fail. We can't rank up yet, but we're gonna hang out with Luna. Goodbye, Muktuk. Does he have normal feet, or are his feet also flippers? I don't know. Oh my gosh, no, Sasha, Val, I enjoy it. Please exclaim. I like knowing people are excited for it too. Besides, Luna's cute.
Your timing is perfect.
I think design-wise, she's one of my favorites. I like the colors. I like the whole moth thing. I like the glasses and the hair. And the antenna remind me of rabbit ears. I like the whole kind of rabbity aesthetic.
Sylvia, I am on fire, fire, fire today. Stand back. I don't want to burn you.
Again, Sylvia, you have a tall, towering demon girlfriend. Don't. Rein it in.
I could use some of that energy. I came here to procrastinate. Well, just now I can spare some time and energy. For once, I'm ahead of schedule. Seriously, I'm on a productivity streak so massive they can probably see it from space. What's the secret to your success? That's easy. Do you remember when I said you could use stress to your advantage? It turns out I really undersold it. A bit of stress can help you a bit, but a lot of stress? It can push your brain and body into overdrive. Dig deep and try it for yourself.
Do not dig deep and try it for yourself, please. This is my message from me to you.
Don't do it.
Increase stress by 5, then raise interest by 5 for every 4 points of current stress level. I mean, the problem with this is that unless your deck is full of them, you're probably just going to keep drawing stress cards and not this.
It's on the risky side, but it might be a good strategy. It works for me. Now, do you have 7 minutes to spare? I thought we might step outside. Thank you for joining me, Sylvia. I've set this time aside to have a super important conversation with you.
That's a little ominous, and also very formal. What's on your mind?
It isn't anything bad. In fact, it's something really good. I only wanted to say how much your friendship has meant to me. I definitely didn't walk into your shop that day expecting to make a friend. I mean, you probably figured that out when you saw the objectives portion of my CV. Friendship is a little nebulous to fit on a 5-year plan.
I hope I didn't throw a wrench into your planning.
Nuh-uh, no way. Sylvia, that's what I'm trying to say. I couldn't have planned for someone like you. It didn't even occur to me that I could have a friend like you. There's a part of me that's always trying to prove myself, to show I'm extraordinary in some way, just to justify my very existence. It's different with you, though. You've seen me at my most, let's say, eccentric, and you've always come back for more. You let me sort of just be myself, neuroses and all.
I mean, I do, but I feel like that's not a healthy thing to encourage.
Just don't give yourself a heart attack. Remember to take a breath now and then. Oh gosh, do you think I might have one? Oh, what are the risk factors? I'll have to look that up when I'm back at my desk. But speaking of neuroses, our 7 minutes are up.
Thanks for being you. And for letting me be me. That's all I really wanted to say. This cute Luna, but also, please, take a breather. I mean, I know you're a moth, but I wonder if her siblings are also as high-strung. Okay, I think we have to go back now because it's the last segment. Oh, I didn't give her a gift. Oh no. I'm sorry, Luna. I'm sorry. Radiation tonic. Okay, and a curse cure. Sure. Oswald? Masterworks, too. They're not fooling around. Not a bit.
Oswald? Hello?
What else? Need to be ready. What am I missing? Think.
Oswald! What in the world are you doing?
Sylvia. I thought you were still asleep.
Yeah, I totally was. I was having a real nice dream, too. You were in it. Only you'd been transmogrified into a big bowl of ramen.
Your subconscious isn't exactly subtle, is it?
Neither are you. It was the sound of your talons pacing up and down the counter that woke me up. You want to talk about whatever's bothering you?
It's nothing. It's... Well, I suppose I'm anxious. We're so close, Sylvia. So close to winning. So close to restoring my proper form. If you win that grand prize, I'll have arms again. Fingers. I scarcely know what I'll do first.
How about mopping? Could the answer be mopping?
You act as if I'm some freeloader. It's not my fault these wings aren't made for manual labor. But, so you know, it's been an honor, Sylvia. The sheer existential horror of being forced to live as a bird notwithstanding, I'm happy to have had this chance to get to know you, to work alongside you. I know I've no right to say it, but I'm so very proud.
Wow, that's actually really nice to hear. And to be honest, I feel the same. I mean, they told me you were dead. I thought I'd lost you before I ever got to know you. I feel really fortunate that we've had this time together.
Dear niece, it warms my heart to hear it.
Just to be clear, though, none of this is getting you out of mopping. Day one.
I told myself I wasn't going to cry. I've taught her everything I can. It's up to her now.
We'll be fine.
And I think our stress is 0 now, too. I hope. I think we got that 10% reduction. Okay. I'm not going to worry about all that right now because I need to call it an evening. It's very late. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for stream. I guess I'll get all my ducks in a row when I start again. I mean, I was going to say I should set things up for me for when I return. But, I mean, what's there to do except for slimes, I guess. But, for real, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me and keeping me company. I shall miss you all while I am away. I will have a great time without you. I kid, but, for real. I will catch you probably on the 21st, but I'm going to need to see how I feel. Hopefully I'm not too worn out and jet lagged. And we will get back to Potionomics. And at some point, I would also like to do a Mario Kart stream for the new DLC. I don't know if I'll do that on like the Friday of the week I'm back, before getting back to Banjo. Because it'd be kind of weird to get back to Banjo and then do something else before getting back to Banjo. You know. Anywho, stay safe, take care, have a wonderful evening. And I will catch you next time, which will be in a couple weeks, so sit tight.
Bye-bye.